Boba Who. Yes, I have seen the first episode of The Mandalorian, and all I can say is wow, wow, wow. I'll even say it backwards. Wow. It was everything that a Star Wars fan could want, everything that we've been hoping for. And, you know, when things, you hear about things and they start getting hyped and you see trailers and you just think, well, is it going to be as big as what we think it's going to be? And I can tell you that The Mandalorian is everything that you could be hoping for. Now, let's face it, it was the introductory episode, the first one of 8 in this series, and it was a brilliant introduction. It was funny, it was tightly paced, it was brilliantly directed by Dave Filoni for his first time directing a live-action Star Wars anything. He did an amazing job, and I cannot wait to see what's in this guy's future. I believe they should just give him Star Wars on TV and let him run with it, because everything in this show was just fantastic. It held brilliantly and beautifully to the Star Wars mythos, and I think George Lucas would have been extremely proud of this one. It's not a long show. It goes for 38 minutes, I think, episode 1, so hopefully there are, you know, a bit more fleshed out, longer episodes maybe, but as an introductory episode, it was just fantastic. It was epic as well, and actually felt real. And I haven't felt that way about Star Wars for a while, since I was probably about 16 years old. Although Rogue One did a pretty good job of coming pretty close to just a story that's set in that universe, and that's what we get here. And if you've never seen Star Wars at all and you just watch The Mandalorian, you can do that too. It's just a great science fiction series set in a galaxy far, far away, and that's what we want. We want stories set in this universe. It's fantastic. The Skywalker saga is wrapping up. Now let's just take this baby and run with it. It's just brilliantly put together by Jon Favreau. He's just an amazing chef. See what I did there? Just orchestrating this, putting it all together, and just coming out with an amazing meal of Star Wars. It's got to be consumed, it's got to be thought about, it's got to be tasted. A little, you know, there's the food analogies again, a little morsels every week. I don't want to binge watch this show. I don't want to sit down and watch 8 episodes through, because you'd be stuffed. You'd be Star Wars stuffed. Yeah, Pedro Pascal was brilliant as the main character of The Mandalorian. He never takes his mask off, not in this episode anyway, but the body language, right? Just his gait, his walk, his attitude. A bit of a mix between Clint and John Wayne, and I thought that was amazing. The Western vibe was just great. Yeah, look, I don't want to upset anybody, but The Mandalorian just makes Boba Fett look like a bit of a clumsy clod, a bit of a pretender. Yeah, this guy's a real Mandalorian, and it shows. Werner Herzog was good and appropriately scary and creepy as the old Imperial guy who gives Mando his new bounty. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting situation there. The visual effects were fantastic. It was as good as what you see in the movies, some of them, if not better. The shots were just sumptuous. The shots of the Razor Crest flying towards the planets and flying in space. Yeah, just jaw-dropping stuff. And what's great about it is it didn't like linger on them for the sake of them. It was just a great way to get from point A to point B. And there again, that's another great thing about the show, is the visual effects are there to service the story, and that's what we want. And the music, the music in this is just great. I can't remember who wrote the music, but it's just different. I mean, it's not John Williams, and I don't think it should be John Williams. Look, we may see some John Williams-esque themes later in the show down the track, but I just loved it. I just loved the clarity of it. Just loved the clarity of the music. Just loved the vibe that it had, the Western, and I love the Mando's theme. I want the soundtrack. No. So did I like it? It's all right. Now look, it's fantastic. I'd give it about a 9 out of 10. Look, nothing's ever really perfect. And yeah, I'm just stoked that Star Wars is actually on television now. It's something I've dreamt about since I was a small boy. Star Wars television series, and what better one could we have got? And the possibilities are just endless of where they could go from here. I'd love to see a solo series. I'd love to see, take on from where the movie is and do a 10-episode series with Han and Chewie. Please. And the other one, I'm excited for the other ones coming as well. But if this is the quality of Star Wars TV that we're going to get, we're in for a fantastic ride, my friends.